I honestly thought that I planned everything to the T. What is up, YouTube? So today is April 30th and I have officially been married for 2 whole days. And if you guys do not know, I got married this past Saturday to my amazing husband. I had a beautiful time at my wedding, and sis, today I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of gems and tea and everything like that for you, because sis, if you do not know, or if you did not know at all, I planned my wedding myself. I honestly thought that I planned everything to the T. I honestly thought everything was gonna go perfect because it went perfect in my head, you know, how I had it planned out. But girl, when the wedding day gets there, it goes by like a snap. Sorry y'all, my nose. I need to get some tissue. All right, y'all, so I'm so sorry. I had to go blow my nose, but I am back. So today's video would be more so like a chit chat. Get ready with me, featuring this hair that I have in my hair. This hair was provided to me for my wedding day via Celie's hair. I have seen several videos on YouTube about Celie's hair. What are you doing? Nothing. Sorry, y'all, my baby just woke up. You look crusty. Uh-huh. You're breasting. You didn't pee at your man house? You didn't pee in your pull-up? We're teaching him how to be a big boy and wear big boy underwear. So back to what I was saying, this hair was given to me via Celie's hair. Y'all, when I got the hair, it was super fast shipping, so that's one good thing I will say about the hair company. The hair, they had a 250% density. I don't know about y'all, but like I've worn weaves like since 09, and so I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Like, I've never heard of a 250% density, but I actually love it because the hair is actually really thick. It's a 22-inch wig, so I did my baby hairs and my frontal and everything like that. So if you guys would like more information about this hair, which at the end of the video, if you guys stay tuned, I will have pictures and a little bit of like my Snapchat videos and things like that from my wedding. All that I could get, let me say that, all that I could get and the things that my friends sent me, I will have those at the end of the video, so just keep on watching towards the end of the video. Now, y'all, like I said before, I was planning this wedding by myself. I did not have a wedding planner at all, so I just didn't feel the need, because whenever I called for the wedding planner, she ended up telling me that it was gonna be, $3,000, and mind you, for my wedding venue, I paid $3,100. And so I'm like, okay, so you do the decorating too, right? And so she's like, no, we don't do the decorating. And so I'm like, hold the hell up. If you don't do the decorating as a wedding planner, like, what do you do? Like, she was like, well, we can find someone to decorate for you, but we specifically don't do that. All that we do is mainly just coordinate everything, make sure whoever you want as far as in like to decorate your cake, or you know, just securing the venue. We just secure the venue, the cake, you know, and the photographer and things like that. And so she was like, and then when the day of comes, you know, we just coordinate everything and make sure everything flows properly and that everyone stays on time and adhere to the schedule. I really just don't feel the need for that. And I was like, and I was telling her, I was like, hey, I've already secured my venue. I've already secured my cake. I mean, I've already figured out where I'm gonna get my dress from. I already know who my photographer is. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. She was like, you really don't need a wedding planner except for like maybe the day of. I'm not gonna pay somebody $3,000 to basically call around and make sure these people can, you know, do what I get the services that I need for my wedding day. My downfall was not having someone plan the day of the wedding. So I was having to, you know, like I did have ushers and things like that at my wedding, but you know, my ushers didn't know everybody in my family. So one side was for Cordell's side, one side was for my side. My side filled up super quick, but you know, I still had family members coming in and didn't know where to sit. So, you know, it just kind of got confusing. I told my family that I pretty much wanted a unplugged type of wedding. And what I mean by unplugged is that I didn't want anybody actually taking pictures during the actual ceremony, because I'm paying dang good money to my photographer to take these photos. I'll be damned if I see people actually holding out their phones, like, and you know, just ruining the shot of the bride and the groom and the whole entire bridal party coming down the aisle. I think that's so tacky. And so I let my family know up front those were my wishes. And so, you know, my ushers were helping do that. And so I just wish I had a wedding planner, you know, to pretty much just, you know, let everybody know that. And, you know, people kept coming to me asking me questions during my wedding day, or how to do this, where's this, you know, and everything like that. And I'm just like, oh, I wish I had a wedding planner to kind of take off some of the load. But I will say this: if you do get a wedding planner the day of, get the wedding planner that is familiar with that location. Like for me, when we were doing our first dance, I wanted the lights to be dimmed, but nobody could find the actual lights to make them dim. And me and Cordell were the only ones that pretty much knew where to dim the lights. And we didn't think about that, you know, telling somebody, hey, whenever we get ready to go out on the dance floor and have our first dance, to go ahead and dim the lights. But we were actually in our first dance, and I was trying to like whisper to my bridesmaid, like, hey, get the light, girl, get the light, get the damn light. And so, you know, people's taking pictures, and, you know, I'm looking like, get that damn light, you know. So I just wish I had a wedding planner. Now, another thing, photographer and videographer. I use Anna's photography. She is absolutely amazing. If you guys are following me on my Instagram, I will now go ahead and release some of those photos on my Instagram account. So just make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram to kind of see some of her work. You guys can actually even follow her on Instagram. She does have an Instagram page. So go ahead and check the description box below. And she came all the way from Dallas to East Texas, which is about a 2-hour drive in a vehicle, and came down here and shot my wedding day. Y'all, look at this hair. Look how this hair takes to a curl. Out of all the hair that I honestly have reviewed, this hair is probably the best hair that has held a curl. Like, she got every single thing that I needed. I do not have my photos back yet, but she got everything. She was even nice enough to, because she knows I do YouTube and things like that, and she knew that I didn't have the memory card for my camera to record for you guys, so I was at a total loss. So she was like, girl, don't worry about it, don't stress, you know, I'll even record, you know, bits and pieces of it, you know, and I'll send you the raw footage. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. We didn't think that we would need a videographer, but now me looking back on it, I wish I would have, because when I tell y'all, you'll look up and everything will just blink and it'll be done. You get what I'm saying? So I just wish I had a videographer to kind of catch those moments that, you know, a picture, you know, really couldn't do justice to. So if you have the budget for it, please get a bomb photographer and a bomb videographer. As far as in hair, I did my own hair. I did my hair the day before the actual day. And all I did was just lay my frontal, and, you know, and I got to my wedding venue, and my preacher was the one that actually did this underhanded type of braid right here, if you guys can see it. She did this, and like I said, this is from my wedding day. So now I will say, have a hairstylist if you do have the budget for it. With me, we were planning everything, and our family didn't really just help us out a lot. So I will say, if you can get a hairstylist, because I ended up having to do my hair and my mom's hair. So it was just really stressful for me trying to make sure my mom's hair was on point and my hair was on point. And I actually, even like when I was curling my hair that morning of my wedding, I actually burned myself like multiple times. Like, do y'all see that right there? I would say, if you have the budget, go ahead and get somebody to be there to do your actual hair. I just did not feel like the need to pay for it, because, you know, at the end of the day, I was paying for my wedding myself, and I knew how to do hair, and I knew how I wanted my hair, and I saved a whole bunch of money by doing that. But if you have the opportunity and the budget, go ahead and do it. As far as in like makeup artists, I did have a makeup artist, and if you guys watch my vlogs, you guys know who my makeup artist is. I did go ahead and book her, and now what I will say, I booked her for me and I booked her for my 4 bridesmaids. Now, I did not anticipate that my mom and my sister-in-law, you know, would need their makeup done too. I probably would have paid for a second makeup artist to make sure their makeup was done, so that way it could alleviate some of the, you know, just some of the pressure on me. I won't say stress, because it wasn't stressful. I love doing my mother's makeup and my sister's makeup, but, you know, I probably, looking back on it, probably would have hired somebody else to do, you know, Cordell's mom's makeup, or, you know, my sister-in-law's makeup, my mother's makeup. You know, I didn't think about that. So I would say to you, if you can, pay for 2 different makeup artists so they can be there to get everybody else's face that may want their makeup done. Now, this one is a touchy subject, but nonetheless, I'm gonna speak about it. As far as in food, make sure you try out the food that you will have at your wedding. Go by the catering place and try out their food. That is the biggest thing that I can tell you. Do not be like me and Cordell and just take, you know, the business's word for it. I will say this: if you guys discussed something verbally, make sure it's in that contract. They're making you sign a contract for a reason. So looking back on it, if you guys discuss something verbally, make sure it's in that contract. You get what I'm saying? They're making you sign that contract for a reason. So whatever you talk about verbally, you need to take out a pen, write that down on that paper, and make sure they sign that new agreement that you guys have added to the contract. Read the contract and make sure you understand it. That's it. That's it. Just know that, sis, are you there with me? Okay, cool. Cool, you're there. Next topic will be making sure you have someone to handle you guys as children while the wedding is going on. As you guys may know, me and Cordell, we are a blended family, and we have 4 kids together, and mainly you need to make for sure that you have someone that will handle the children while you guys are taking pictures, walking down the aisle, and, you know, listening to everyone's beautiful speeches. Now, that was an issue for me and Cordell, because our kids just was so attached to us, and they honestly would not really let us like enjoy the wedding as we would like to. I know Jace in particular, one of our boys, he was just like coming up to us and just constantly saying like, "Daddy, I want to play my tablet. Daddy, I want to play my tablet." And he just kept coming up to us while people were trying to speak to us and, you know, give us their advice and well wishes. And so, you know, we're crying and dropping tears, and the kids are like, "Why are you crying? Like, what's wrong? Like, Mom, stop crying." So if you guys do have children and your babies are like super young and attached to you, then go ahead and make sure you have somebody designated that day, and they already know ahead of time to corral the kids so you guys can enjoy the wedding and, you know, live in that moment, drop those tears when need to be, because you know, at times me and Cordell kind of felt like, you know, we didn't really just to get to live in the moment of the speeches, because we were having to be like in mommy and daddy mode, because the kids were like come up to us and say, hey, I gotta go pee, or hey, I gotta go boo-boo, or hey, I'm hungry, or hey, I need my tablet. So, you know, we didn't think about that either. So, you know, another thing, marriage license. Make for sure you get your marriage license in enough time. So I don't know about everywhere else, but I know in Texas, you have to have your license within 72 hours before your actual wedding. So with me and Cordell, with us working and being so busy, that came down to the wire for us. It got down to the point where like I was like trying to find somebody to cover me for a few hours while I was at work to actually go and get my marriage license. Like, you know, we just kept procrastinating and putting it off and saying like, oh yeah, we'll get time, we'll get time. I actually had scheduled for somebody to come in and cover me for 2 hours while I went to my hometown to apply for my nursing, to apply for my wedding license. So just make sure you guys don't procrastinate and wait around for your marriage license, because I don't want you to be stressed out like I was. And yeah, so I don't know what will happen if you do not get your license, you know, book 72 hours beforehand like they said. I know some people said that, hey, you won't be able to get married that day, and I would hate for that to happen to you guys. So make sure you guys do not do like me and wait till the last minute to go and apply for your marriage license. Last tip that I can give you guys is to bargain shop for your wedding accessories. I know with me, as far as in like my wedding card box, I had my cousin make it for me. I could have bought it off of Etsy, but my cousin actually made it for me. So I saved money right there. As far as in like the belt, or you know, the belt that went around my wedding dress, I bought that actually off Amazon, and it was only like $13. But in the actual store where I bought my dress, they were charging like $60, $70 plus. They also had accessories there, and they were charging like $20, $30 for those. And so, you know, things like that, I would say 100% shop around for. You don't actually have to have the exact same thing that came out of, you know, the wedding place. So, and even my veil came from Amazon. The veils there were like $100+, and I'm like, my veil on Amazon is like $25. So hell no, I'm not gonna pay y'all that much. Like, that is crazy. So I would just say 100% shop around for like little knickknacks like that. I even had like a headpiece, which they did have that at the wedding place as well. It was in the hundreds as well, and I only spent like 18 bucks on it. So I'm like, yeah, save money, sis, wherever you can. And if you're paying for this wedding yourself, please do that. Like, don't feel pressured into buying everything that they put on you when you're trying your dress. So what else? And as far as in like this robe that I got, I'm gonna stand up and let you guys see it. With this robe, I bought myself and my bridesmaids' robes. Their robes were blue. My robe was like this whitish floral print. It is so silky and pretty. I got it off of Etsy, and I bought it like, I would say back in November. And I also bought them hangers with their names on them as well. So shop around on Etsy because they have a lot of personable type of wedding things as well. So just make sure you shop around on Etsy as well. I guess this will conclude this video, and like I said, all information about this hair will be listed down below in the description box. Just make sure you guys check out the description box because I have the link to my photographer's Instagram account, and I have the link to this hair, this beautiful hair that you guys see here. So make sure you baby subscribe. I would love it if you guys joined my nursing family, and just if you like the video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, if you guys like this video, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Until next time, make sure you guys be blessed. I love you guys, and bye.
You got that something that can't be seen. You got that one thing that's hard to come by. It's not your styling, it's not your jeans. No, what you got is deeper within. And your friends don't even know what you got. They just hang with you cause you earn a lot. You should lose them all and start hanging with me, cause I'm the only one who can see. I don't need your dreamy eyes, your dreamy eyes.
And I know you had like a lot of rules for the wedding. I almost didn't think I could come. And so, before I do this, I hope you don't get mad. I know you done been all professionally and cute or whatever, but you got a ratchet side too, cousin. So I love you. Congratulations to you and Cordell. But,